Have you ever wanted to go on a real-life adventure? I mean, a story packed with secrets, powerful samurai, and a daring escape that was hidden for over 400 years? Well, get ready, because today, we're diving into one of Japan's most incredible true stories. Okay, check this out. It's a real samurai battle curtain called a jinmaku. Now, it might just look like a piece of old fabric, right? But this is actually the very first clue in a 400-year-old mystery. Because what if I told you this curtain was basically a secret symbol in the most high-stakes, countrywide game of hide-and-seek ever played? A game where if you were found, you lost everything. All right, so our story kicks off right at the end of a massive war, a time of huge danger, but also some seriously amazing courage. Picture this. The year is 1600. The biggest, most important battle in all of Japanese history has just finished. We're talking about the Battle of Sekigahara, and this single fight decided who was going to rule the entire country. And you know, in any battle, there are winners and there are losers. The losing side was led by a super powerful samurai named Ishida Mitsunari. After the battle, he and his family became the most wanted people in all of Japan. And for his young son, Ishida Shigenari, the ultimate game of hide-and-seek had just begun.
So, who are the key players in this epic game? Well, first up, you've got the Ishida family. There are hiders. Then there's the Tsugaru family. These are the powerful friends willing to risk it all to help. And finally, the Jin family. Think of them as the secret guardians who provided the perfect hiding spot.
On the night of September 17th, just 2 days after that huge battle, Shigenari's good friend, Tsugaru Nobutake, snuck him right out of Osaka Castle. With a small group of 21 loyal followers, they sailed all the way to the super remote north of Japan, a land controlled by the Tsugaru family. After weeks of travel, they finally reached this tiny hidden village called Fukami. They were safe, for now anyway.
But you see, just getting there was only the first part of the game. Now came the really hard part. How do you stay hidden forever?
You might be wondering, why all this secrecy? Why not just, live a quiet life? Well, the winners of the battle, the Tokugawa government, they were the seekers in this game. And they were hunting down every last person from the losing side to make sure they could never, ever be a threat again. If Shigenari was found, it wouldn't just be big trouble for him, but for the entire Tsugaru family who had helped him escape. So, he needed the perfect disguise. He just couldn't be Ishida Shigenari anymore. That name was way too dangerous. So he took on a whole new identity, Sugiyama Gogo. This new name was basically his shield, his invisibility cloak that would keep him and his friends safe. In that little village of Fukami, he was taken in by the local leaders, the Jin family. For years, they were his secret guardians, protecting his identity and making sure no one ever found out who Sugiyama Gengo really was. But this isn't just a story about hiding. It's also a story about how, even from the deepest, darkest secret, a family can rise up again. So, under the name Sugiyama, a whole new generation was born and raised in this remote village. They grew up strong, knowing the secret about their famous grandfather, but living a peaceful life, totally away from all the dangers of the samurai world.
Okay, now this is where the story gets a crazy twist. The new samurai lord of the whole region was a guy named Tsugaru Nobuyoshi, and our hider's son was now known as Sugiyama Yoshinari. And get this. It turns out their grandfather was the exact same person that defeated Samurai Lord Ishida Mitsunari. That's right, the super powerful ruler and the kid from the hidden village, they were cousins.
So as soon as he found out, Lord Tsugaru didn't just leave his cousin in hiding. No way. He invited him to the castle and made him a high-ranking samurai in his own government. The game of hide-and-seek was finally over. The hiders had totally won. And the Sugiyama family became incredibly important. They eventually earned a stipend of 1,300 koku of rice. Now, a koku was enough rice to feed one person for an entire year, so this was a sign of huge wealth and high status. I mean, they went from being fugitives to powerful lords. What a comeback. And here's the best part. This amazing story isn't just stuck in some old books. You can actually become a history detective yourself and visit the real places where this 400-year-old game went down. So if you ever get a chance to go to Aomori, way up in the north of Japan, you can literally walk in Shigenari's footsteps and find the clues his family left behind for us to discover.
Your first stop on this mission has gotta be here, the Fukami Hachimangu Shrine. This beautiful shrine sits in the exact same village where the Ishida family hid, and it holds their biggest secrets.
In fact, the local people still sometimes call it Shujiyama Shrine, which is so cool. It's a tribute to the secret name that kept the family safe for all that time. The name itself became a part of history.
And hey, remember that battle curtain from the beginning? This is where you can see it. Inside the shrine, they still have the real Jinmaku the family used, and you can even see their family crest on it. It is a direct link, a physical object connecting us to this incredible 400-year-old story.
And get this is my favorite part. The family that first hid Shigenari, the Gen family, their descendants still live right next to the shrine, and they're the ones who help take care of it today. Can you believe it? The secret guardians are still on the job 400 years later.
It just makes you wonder, right? A story this epic was hidden away in a small, quiet village for centuries. It makes you think, what kind of incredible secret stories might be hiding in the quiet places near you?